In this video, I'm going to talk about cash payments journal, which is another type of special journal. A business document related to this one would be the voucher. And this journal will take in transactions that require credit to cash or decrease in cash. After taking in transactions in the cash payments journal, you will then post in the general ledger and the subsidiary ledger if control accounts are involved. Assume the following transactions. On January 1, you have here the general journal entry. But as I've said, repetitive transactions are best placed in the special journals. Okay? And the specific special journal for purchases on account would be the purchases journal. And then below you have the postings done in the general ledger and the accounts payable subsidiary ledger. On January 2, we have another purchases on account. So instead of placing this in the general journal, being a repetitive transaction, this is placed in the purchases journal. And below you have the postings made in the general ledger and the AP subsidiary ledger. For January 3 to 6, we have the following entries. And as you can see, all of the entries here have credit to cash. And following the discussion earlier, these transactions are best placed in the cash payments journal. So how does it look like, the cash payments journal? It looks like this. Now, how do we transfer our journal entries here in the cash payments journal? Before that, let me just explain real quick the columns that we have in our cash payments journal. First, we have the date. So just write the date. And then paid to, write the name of your supplier. Then business document number, write the name of the business document together with the number. And then we have a column for cash credit. Okay, so this is the reason why it's called the cash payments journal, because of the payments. And then from this point to this point, this will be the account titles which you believe will be often used by the business. And then for the sundry accounts, this will be the placeholder of the account titles, not included in the columns. And then for the F, debit credit here, this would refer to the sundry accounts that you will use. Now let's transfer starting from January 3. So the date is January 3. Paid to. So you write supplier B. And then for the business document, again, just write the business document with the number. Cash credit is 50. And then the accounts payable is debited by 50. Next, January 4. Let's say this is cash purchase from supplier C. So we write supplier C. Then write the business document together with the number. Purchase is debited by 50. Input tax debit 6. And then cash is credited by 56. Next, January 5. Since this is salaries expense, you write employees. And then write the business document together with the number. Salaries expense is not part of the column, so you write it under sundry accounts. Salaries expense is debited by 40, so write it here. And then cash credit 40. Then finally, we have the transaction on January 6. This is for withdrawal, so paid to owner. Write the business document together with the number. Cash is credited by 30. And then we have an account title on drawing, which is not part of the column, so you write it under sundry accounts. And the amount is debited. After transferring the information in the cash payments journal, you will go ahead and get the total of account titles with balance or balances. Now we post the balances, starting with cash. After writing, we write the account number underneath the double rule to signify posting. Next, accounts payable. And then account number. Next, purchases, account number, input tax, account number, and then we do the sundry accounts starting with salaries expense, debit 40, 567, drawing debit 30, account number 678. And that's it for the general ledger. For the subsidiary ledger, you will have to refer to your accounts payable column. And here you have a movement, debit of 50, and this is for supplier B. To post that, we go to our AP subsidiary ledger. We post the amount, 50. And then after posting, you go back to your cash payments journal, tick the box beside the amount to signify that the amount was already posted. And that's it for the posting process. Okay, and that's it for this video.